Are you aware of Logan Paul? Are you aware of Logan Paul?
I am aware of Logan Paul.
Are you aware of the suicide guy thing he did?
Yeah.
So. No, Joe, just don't do that. Don't do that. Right?
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake, and neither of us are filming a dead person.
And this is Hugo and Jake, and this is the Atheist Bible Study. Welcome back. We're continuing in Ezekiel. If you remember last time, Ezekiel had a strange vision which resembled a drug trip in which angels came down and God said a message for him and said, here's a scroll with my message. And he ate the scroll, and he was like, that was delicious. Your message is great, Lord. I'll go and spread it. And that's where we're at. We're here in chapter 3, verse 4.
Good.
Okay, just making sure we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
He then said to me, Son of man, go now to the people of Israel and speak my words to them. You are not being sent to a people of obscure speech and strange language, but to the people of Israel. Not to many people of obscure speech and strange language whose words you cannot understand. Surely if I had sent you to them, they would have listened to you. But the people of Israel are not willing to listen to you because they are not willing to listen to me. For all of the Israelites are hardened and obstinate.
God here is saying that Israel is so obstinate that even people that can't understand what Ezekiel would say would listen to him and hear him out.
How do you even mime that to someone?
And then up here and fold it. What's this part? What was that? No, that last part. Back up. What was this?
Fire. That's hell. That's.
Oh, I just thought you were jazz hands, like a good Broadway.
No. Excuse me, sir. Jazz hands, spirit fingers. Okay, get it right.
That's my fault.
But I will make you as unyielding and hardened as they are. I will make your forehead like the hardest stone, harder than that of flint. Do not be afraid of them or be terrified by them, though they are a rebellious people. That's what you want, generally, if you're God, right? You want your servant to be a hard-headed, obstinate person who's about to go up against lots of other obstinate people.
Also, is flint real hard?
I don't know. Maybe he just wants a servant that can light fires with his head. And he said to me, Son of man, listen carefully and take to heart all the words I speak to you. Go now to your people in exile and speak to them. Say to them, this is what the sovereign Lord says, whether they listen or fail to listen. Then the Spirit lifted me up, and I heard behind me a loud rumbling sound as the glory of the Lord rose from the place where it was standing. It was the sound of the wings of the living creatures brushing against each other, and the sound of wheels beside them, a loud rumbling sound.
You guys remember the wheel angel beings?
Also, right now, there's like a rumbling noise, which is their wings flapping together, which there's nothing more uncomfortable to me than like the sound of wings brushing against each other.
Is that why you hate butterflies?
Yeah.
Do they make sounds like that?
If there's a lot of them.
How often are you around?
That's not the point! I can hear it in my head!
So, like, one butterfly doesn't do that, though. Why are you scared of the one butterfly?
There's not very often only one butterfly.
What?
Most butterflies...
I have only ever seen single butterflies unless I was in a butterfly garden.
I've only ever seen butterflies in butterfly gardens, so...
No, that makes sense. That adds up. Butterflies exist in nature.
I'm aware.
Yeah, okay, no, that clears it up for me.
When I was at the zoo, I wasn't like, look at what zoos have!
For 3 years, I've been wondering, In what situation is he often hoarded by... Because I'm thinking, like, outside as a child. No. No, of course not. It's an exhibit. They're zoo animals to you.
Yes. Believe it or
You're not as weird as I thought you were, actually. Like, this all makes sense now. You're just very, not outdoorsy. I mean, I'm not very outdoorsy, but I'm outdoorsy enough to have experienced butterflies out there. Wow. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Verse 14. The Spirit then lifted me up and took me away, and I went in bitterness and in anger of my spirit. With the strong hand of the Lord on me, I came to the exiles who lived at Tel Aviv near the Kabar River, and there, where they were living, I sat among them for 7 days, deeply distressed.
This is
God basically teleported him to the exiles.
Also, this is a thing that a lot of ancient aliens people point to, and they're like, he was abducted by aliens.
That, of course they do. Why wouldn't they?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Bless their hearts.
If aliens end up being a thing that we can prove frequently visited, I'll buy that though, because that sounds like what someone nowadays sort of like to their best, because how could someone, if there were aliens, how could someone explain them in a way that would make any sense to us, right? Because they don't have a concept of like, oh, that's a ship. They don't have science fiction, right?
Sure.
So, yeah, I could buy that because that sounds like the prattlings of a crazy person.
I buy that over, like...
Actual aliens?
Over...
Oh, no. Okay, yeah. So stacked up against each other, alien abduction or God. Yeah, I'm on a team alien abduction. I'm buying the shirt.
Luckily for me,
there's a third option, which is all bullshit.
Third option, team guy made some shit up or had a horrible drug trip and forgot how he got to Tel Aviv.
Yeah, and notice the hand is off camp because that's like near the ground.
Yeah.
Where you can stand and not have crazy fucking ideas. Okay. How do you read this and go, yeah, you know what? God touched that man. Someone out there is like, oh, fuck God, whoa. Imagine that mindset. That's nuts to me. I forget that we're atheists, by the way.
Yeah,
I forget that because it's so normal to not think crazy things to me.
At the end of 7 days, the word of the Lord came to me. Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the people of Israel. So hear the word I speak, and give them warning for me. When I say to a wicked person, you will surely die, and you do not warn them, or speak out to dissuade them from their evil ways in order to save their life, that wicked person will die for their sin. I will hold you accountable for their blood.
That's a lot of responsibility.
That's a lot of responsibility that God has shirked off of himself and onto Ezekiel.
I had a McNightmare last night.
Oh, really?
I had a McNightmare, which is for those of you who are former McDonald's employees, you may also experience them where you go back. And I was trying to, for some reason, do all the things, but I was still in charge, and so that I felt stressed out just from being in charge of a small McDonald's. This guy's in charge of people's souls, straight from the big guy, straight from the top. I was just making cheeseburgers or something. I don't even remember.
In fairness, Ezekiel has never had to tell someone the shake machine's down.
They really are down. That's not a joke. They're getting cleaned. I don't know why they say it's broken. Literally just say, we're trying not to give you botulism.
But if you do warn the wicked person and they do not turn from their wickedness or from their evil ways, they will die for their sin, but you will have saved yourself. Again, when a righteous person turns from their righteousness and does evil and I put a stumbling block before them, they will die. Since you did not warn them, they will die for their sin. The righteous things that person did will not be remembered, and I will hold you accountable for their blood. But if you do not warn the righteous person not to sin and they do not sin, they will surely live because they took warning, and you will have saved yourself. So God is saying...
He's got options.
And this is, by the way, why certain well-meaning family members will be very pushy about religion to you if you are not religious. It's because they feel it is their responsibility. Because they feel if you do not believe this, which to you, of course, seems silly, they feel that that is on them and they have failed you.
And maybe they have. Maybe they should hold on to that guilt forever. Because if there's one thing God teaches us, it's that to feel guilty about fucking all the things. That's what this book has taught me. You should feel shitty because you're a piece of shit. You're garbage. Starts out from fucking chapter 1. Hey, by the way, you fucking somebody ate a plant. You're asshole.
I'm glad the book doesn't just say that.
Someone ate a plant, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
The end.
This would have been a real short series.
Yeah.
The hand of the Lord was on me there, and he said to me, "Get up and go out to the plain, and there I will speak to you." So I got up and went out of the plain. And the glory of the Lord was standing there, like the glory I had seen by the Chebar River. I fell face down. Then the Spirit came into me and raised me to my feet. He spoke to me and said, "Go, shut yourself inside your house, and you, son of man, they will tie with ropes. You will be bound so that you cannot go out amongst the people. I will make your tongue stick to the roof of your mouth so that you'll be silent and unable to rebuke them. For they are rebellious people. But when I speak to you, I will open your mouth, and you shall say to them, 'This is what the sovereign Lord says. Whoever will listen, let them listen, and whoever will refuse, let them refuse, for they are a rebellious people.'"
Ezekiel's under house arrest. Why is he under house? What did he do?
He just is. Just do what God says.
Oh. I thought it... Okay. Yeah, no, that's... I'm trying to... That is just what God says.
Yep. Next, chapter 4. Siege of Jerusalem symbolized. "Now, son of man, take a block of clay, put it in front of you, and draw the city of Jerusalem."
Draw the city of... I like the idea of Ezekiel trying his best and God be like, no. No.
He got it eventually. "Then lay siege to it, erect siege works against it, build a ramp up to it, set up camps against it, and put a battering rams around it. Then take an iron pan, place it as an iron wall between you and the city, and turn your face toward it. It will be under siege, and you shall besiege it. This will be a sign to the people of Israel."
Play with toys?
God said, "Lock yourself in your house. Build a little model of the city. Make fucking toys of things destroying it to show the people of Israel what's going to happen."
There are worse hobbies. They get worse.
He's basically biblical version of a guy who plays with model trains. I don't think there are worse hobbies. Your stab a guy in the basement hobby. That's where you're at with model trains. Sorry, model train people.
How many model train enthusiasts do we have? You ever see that video of the guy who finds the train? There's like a yellow train that goes by and he's like, "Oh, fuck!"
No, because that's not... No, that guy's not a model train guy. That's
just a train guy?
That's a train spotter. Those are two separate hobbies.
Are they? I thought they converged.
I guarantee there's a Venn diagram with some overlap.
Sure.
But that guy goes out and sees the real trains. I can respect that.
Remember that guy on PureFlix? The train guy on PureFlix?
Oh, should we review Train Guy?
We should review Train Guy on PureFlix. If you don't have a subscription to PureFlix, boy, are you wasting your money on something else. We're saving it.
That dude likes trains.
That dude really likes trains.
That dude likes trains more than I have ever liked anything.
Yeah, I know.
That guy likes trains more than I like being alive.
That guy likes trains more than... I think he likes trains more than he likes trains.
"Then lie on your left side and put the sin of the people of Israel upon yourself. You are to bear their sin for the number of days you lie on your side. I have assigned you the same number of days as the years of their sin. So for 390 days you will bear the sin of the people of Israel."
For over a year, Ezekiel has to just lie on his side? He's gonna get bed sores as fucking die. He's gonna die.
This is also supposed to prove something to the people of Israel. A crazy fucking person goes into their house, builds a model of the city, plays with toys, lies on their side for a year, and dies.
Okay. But also consider, like, maybe he's got, like, a friend network, right? And they can, like, drop food off or something, or maybe God just feeds him. He's still shitting and pissing, so behind him is a moat of shit. In front of him is a moat of piss. And then then there's the model of the town, and he's just there. Diligently awaiting, marking days off.
By the way, I know at the beginning of Ezekiel we said maybe his visions were a drug trip with the added lock yourself in your house for a year. I'm gonna go with schizophrenia.
Yeah, it might be more medical than chemical.
After you have finished this, lie down again. This time... Yeah, this time on your right side, and bear the sin of the people of Judah. I have assigned you 40 days, a day for each year.
Wow, that'd feel like a vacation.
Yeah, after the first one, you're like, 40 days, fuck yeah!
Yeah.
All your organs sloshed to the other side of your body.
And you die immediately.
Yeah. Turn your face towards the siege of Jerusalem, and with your bared arm prophesy against her. I will tie you up with ropes so that you cannot turn from one side to the other until you have finished the days of your siege.
God limited by rope technology.
Or, real big fan of 50 Shades of Grey.
Just into it. Maybe just into it. Yeah, that's my bad.
Take wheat and barley, beans and lentils, millet and spelt. Put them in a storage jar and use them to make bread for yourself.
Wait. How can he make bread for himself on the ground?
This is before.
There's an in-between?
You are to eat it during the 390 days you lie on your side.
Okay.
I assume there's like a preparatory period.
Okay, so there's the shit and the piss moat still. That's at a certain point, the last of the bread is mixed with at least the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weigh out 20 shekels of food to eat each day, and eat it at set times. Also measure out 1/6 of hin of water, and drink it at set times. Eat the food as you would a loaf of barley bread. Bake it in the sight of the people, using human excrement for fuel. There you go! They solved the shit problem!
They didn't solve the shit problem!
They're baking the bread with human excrement
No, I know,
fuel.
but then there's the piss, and then there's also just the shitty butt, and then there's the smell, and then there's the bacteria on the hands from the shit. Eventually, I'm telling you, have you ever seen that Indian guy that just, like, held his arm up for, like, 30 years?
I think that's horseshit, by the way.
Probably, I'm just saying, like...
I think all that Indian mystic stuff where there's, like, a place you can go and you can actually, as a tourist, you can go and, like, there's a guy who hasn't, like, laid down for 30 years. He has this cage around his fucking neck. He fucking takes it off at night, I guarantee.
Probably, I'm just saying, you ever seen it?
Oh, I've seen it.
That's what it's gonna look like.
And don't get me wrong.
That was it.
That dude definitely keeps his arm up, like, all day for tourists. His arm is weird.
It's a weird-ass arm.
But he sleeps sometimes, so... The Lord said, "It is this way the people of Israel will eat defiled food among the nations, where I will drive them." Then I said, "Not so, sovereign Lord. I have never defiled myself. From my youth until now I have never eaten anything found dead or torn by wild animals. No impure meat has ever entered my mouth." That's a coincidence. That's very helpful that the guy God chose has never gone against kosher.
By the way, they don't take care of they just untook care of the human excrement part in this next sentence.
Very well, he said, "I will let you bake your bread over cow dung instead of human excrement."
Now we have a surplus of human shit instead of... That's good. That's good. The title of this episode is called Shit Bread.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm not reading it.
He then said to me, "Son of man, I'm about to cut off the food supply in Jerusalem. The people will eat rationed food in anxiety and drink rationed water in despair. For food and water will be scarce. They will be appalled at the sight of each other and will waste away because of their sin." So God's like, get ready, famine's coming, you can bake shit bread, but everyone else is gonna be fucked.
So he's a lucky one?
Yeah, he gets to eat cow shit bread.
But again, he's still got all this human shit just around.
Yeah.
And again, I don't know how he can... Does he have to lay on his side while... The layout of his house must be so fucking efficient for someone laying on their side.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright.
You can always follow us on Twitter at Papa Bird Jake.
That's correct. Papa Bird Jake. That's me, because you are the baby birds. That's Hugo Reloaded. He's apparently not one of the parents.
No. I'll pay child support, but you
guys... You married in.
Okay.
There was someone before you.
Yeah. We respect each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
You call me Hugo, not Dad. Anyway. You can also support the show by donating to our Patreon campaign. Mm-hmm. Speaking of which, we are doing a patron drive this Saturday.
Correct. We will be doing a bunch of crazy stuff. Having a lot of fun. I guess we should probably also open packages from fans.
Yeah, okay.
We have a few of those. Yeah. We're going to probably do a live chick tract. We're probably going to do other readings of stuff. I'm going to eat Hot Pockets. It's gonna be fun. I don't know. And then so for every basically patron that we get during that time, We'll do stuff. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a good time. Also, we are pretty close. We're either at our goal or just under our goal to do the Harold Penisman show,
Just
which
under.
the art is in beta.
Yeah.
So
until next time, I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake.
This has been the Bible Reloaded on Hugo and Jake.
You sounded a little drunk when you said the Bible Reloaded. Good day. That's how I look when I'm drunk.